Hey everyone, Spidey91 here. Alright, let's start off this comic review. First off, we've got Amazing Spider-Man 603. Now then, as we recall, Peter Parker was kidnapped by the Chameleon, who, after he got his new job working as a photographer for the new mayor of New York City, J. Jonah Jameson. Anyways, Chameleon made a replica mask of Peter's face, and now he's posing as him. Note, in this review, when I say Peter, I actually mean the Chameleon, okay? Just to be clear, Peter Chameleon, alright? Okay, good. We start off with Gloria Grant talking to Peter, and reminding him about the assignment they have today to take pictures of Mayor Jameson. Also, as a reminder, Gloria Grant is head of Mayor Jameson's PR department, and while Peter starts looking through the Midtown High School when Gloria Grant mentions Flash Thompson, and he notices the autograph left by Flash. Can't see it well, but it's Puny Parker, stay puny. Anyways, Peter notices that around his room that it doesn't look like anyone sleeps there that much. Thanks a picture of Gwen Stacy he mistakes for MJ, and notices that Peter Parker has a professional chemistry set and certificate to teach high school in the state of New York, and questions why Peter Parker is a photographer. Anyways, Peter's roommate Michelle comes in and talks about him in the fridge, saying that he might want to get into place. Then Peter kisses her. So when he comes up, kisses her, she likes it, and well, we can pretty much you can just pretty much fill in the blanks from there. Meanwhile, Peter meets with MJ, and he and she talk about Harry, about what happened, just to keep you up. Osborn tried to make Harry a superhero, Harry rejected him, and now he's living the coffee bean. Then Mary Jane tells Peter to stop, always compete, says that the people that are alive with Peter are trying to compete with the dead, such as Gwen and Uncle Ben, first love, and the man who's like a father to him. All of a sudden, a crazy writer comes up saying that he has a screenplay that he wants MJ to star in. So Peter has a nice little conversation with him. And by conversation, I mean pistol whip to the face and gun in the mouth. Goes through the screenplay, tells MJ not to worry anymore. Then, in the emergency vehicle, Peter talks with Flash, saying that he's the puny one now. Again, obvious. And then Jameson's talking to Pete. And then Peter takes pictures of Mayor Jonah giving Flash a Medal of Honor. Flash looks a little displeased because, well, let's face it, he's the New York's #1 Spider-Man fanboy, and Jameson is like the anti-Spider-Man fanboy. Meanwhile, Mayor Jameson's assistant and Gloria Grant are talking to Jonah to lay off Flash a bit. He's thinking about being against him, but they shouldn't say that. And then all of a sudden, Jameson says that he wants the Anti-Spider Squad to meet him because now he has the original Spider Slayer. Only one word can describe this product. Retro. Alright, we got an ad. And then Peter has a homing device placed. Then he buys a bunch of materials and talks to his employer. And Chameleon talks to his employer, because I'm saying Chameleon because of, this. And then his employer's like, Chameleon wants a little more money or more benefits, but then he's changing the deal a little, but then Chameleon tells his employer to look behind the photo, and we see a picture of his employer's mask. So then he goes to his storage, where he works on his dirty bomb. And then he says he'll have to thank Peter for giving him a good face. Then he goes to Aunt May's house, where we see Peter's 3 hot cousins on Aunt May's side of the family. Aunt May, and of course, Chameleon does notice about Peter Parker's life. How does he get a ton of beautiful women? And he notices he spent most of his life living with his elderly aunt. It's kind of ironic in that situation. Anyways, he talks for them a bit, then goes to the cemetery to visit Uncle Ben's grave. He says he found an article about Uncle Ben's death. Then we have a little closing monologue of Flash drinking with his medal on the floor, Mary Jane asleep with a frontline paper, and Michelle making little doodles or whatever about that now she has a crush on Peter. And screenplay guy heading back to LA. And we cut to Peter going to the coffee bean. Harry's there cleaning up. He takes out his gun, and then we get a close-off scene. Then, meanwhile, back at Chameleon's hideout. Bam. You hear bang, bang, and then Spider-Man. This is just getting good since you've survived a tank of acid. Alright, pretty much just an average. This is just pretty much like an average read. I'd kind of compare it to those Faces of Evil issues DC ran, but, you know, it's just the Chameleon's methods of impersonating someone. So I guess I'm done with Marvel. But wait! I have another Marvel title! Wolverine Weapon X! Okay, only a few words to describe this, though. Like most Wolverine, this is just Wolverine taking on a government-contracted weapons dealer that is making their own army of Weapon X subjects by synthesizing adamantium, giving them healing factors, and making the claws, I guess, radioactive. And it also gives them healing factors. And Maverick's in this. And we cut to Agent Jax telling Maverick about what happened. That Blackheart's starting to tie up loose ends so that no word gets out about Weapon X. And then Wolverine's trying to figure out where the president is by interrogating a resort in the Caribbean. Then we've got Logan riding on his motorcycle, getting ready to stop him, and we take out the claws, and he just comes out, and then next thing we know, we got a claw fight. Again, this is why Wolverine books are always good. The real reason why anyone would buy this book is just for the claw fights. It's just pretty. Some of the fights are pretty cool, and then eventually, when they're near a school bus, they just say, "Where should we take this over? I don't know, over there." And then Maverick's decides to take out the president of the company, Blackheart's president by. And then one of the adamantium men is there, and Maverick's about to take the shot, but then the guy launches his claws at Maverick, and that supposedly knocks him out for a while. But then we have this huge action, seeing claws going after each other. Logan actually stabs the guy right through the chest. He falls, but then Logan falls because Hammer got him. And here's a brief for the next cover. Alright, let me just cut this. Okay, I'm running out of time here, so I'm just going to say that Wolverine Weapon X is just basically another Wolverine book. I mean, I kind of like the books where Wolverine has to deal with Weapon X, though. I mean, that's just one of the things I love about it. I like about the whole Wolverine character is Weapon X, key role. Alright, okay, get Wolverine Weapon X, you know, it's good for action scenes. I mean, that's the only reason I buy Wolverine books, is just for Logan kicking ass. That's pretty much it. Okay, so I'll be right back with my DC portion of the week, so stay tuned.